Hey everybody, it's Andy and
Sandra
from the SA Survival. We just thought we'd give you an update of what is happening with us this year. As you know, the pandemic has hit and everybody's been asked, especially in British Columbia, Canada, to stay local and do staycations. They have opened it up for us to travel, but we've been contacting local communities. We have friends in some of these northern communities to see how hospitable that area is going to be. Now, we were planning on going to the US, not going to happen. It's just too dangerous for us to go down there with the disease. So we were going to go north again, spend a bit of time in northern BC and the Yukon. The border was closed to the Yukon, but we have now found out that it is open. The border is open, or was open, for 24 hours for us to travel from Highway 37 to Highway 97. We have now decided to stay within British Columbia. The friends that we've spoken to have said that the indigenous communities have put stay away signs out. We want to comply with their
We want to respect what they're asking, even though we're all in BC, but that's what they're asking, so we rather not do a conflict or anything and get them upset and just let them, till further notice.
Deal with the communities safely. So we have now decided that we are actually going to staycation in Vernon. We're going to do a provincial park camp for 2 weeks. We have a 3-week vacation. The first week we are going to meander from our home all the way to Vernon, and we would probably bring you along
on our journey.
What we're going to do is we're going to bring you along for our 3 weeks. 2 of those weeks is pretty much staying put at the beach and the lake, but the first week we're going to investigate local areas around here and see if there's anywhere new. We've heard of a couple of lakes. We're going to take Tracer, we're not taking Oasis, so we're going to actually have a bit more time living in a bit of luxury. Bella's coming with us, but we're going to base camp from here, and we've got some day trips that we'd like to plan too.
As well, reason why, not just the pandemic that's going on, there's 3 factors in why we've been changing our minds back and forth for the last 3 months. Bella just had an ACL, a quite serious major surgery on her back leg. Surgery went 100%, great, but it's just it's going to take about 6 to 8 months before she's 100%. So for us to do a driving holiday, we need her to do what we call, in the vet, is a lot of physio. So the reason why we're doing our staycation is from the vet has highly recommended for Bella to get 100% is a lot of swimming, walking and everything else. So we decided to do a staycation, as well as for part of me, I've got a health concern coming up right now. So we're just going to chill and mellow this year. So for everyone, that is why we are taking Tracer, not Oasis. So it's a very hard decision to make what way we go, but for all of us and all the parties out there with a pandemic, we're just staying low-key this year.
We are going to experiment a bit. We've got the 100-watt solar panel on top of Fred. We've got a 100-watt solar panel for Tracer. We have the 4 6-volt batteries on board Tracer. We are taking the large fridge with us for liquids. So we're going to see if that experiment lasts for 3 weeks. Also, if the batteries on Tracer survive 3 weeks without, we're not taking a generator. The first week we'll be commuting, so we will be able to charge up from the DC-DC inside of Fred and the solar panel as well. So we have some experiments to do. We also, again, we're going to adventure for the first week, and then we're going to do some day trips. But most of that 2 weeks is going to be sitting on the beach, relaxing. There's a big helicopter coming over. You see it?
No, it's over.
Oh, there it is there. Yeah.
Come here, Bella. Bella, up, up. Oh, get me lifted up. There it is. Wait for it.
Where's the maggot?
It's in my chair. Any minute, Bella, come. Wait.
As you can see, Bella has just joined us. She is soaking wet. We took a weekend away. We're at a somewhat secluded spot, but it's right on the side of the highway, and we have been visited by some yahoos, you know, like to goof around. This literally a 50-foot driveway, and that's all they're driving this dirt bike up and down. It's like nothing of interest here. So please excuse the noise. But yeah, we have been traveling in and out of this pandemic. We've been doing a little bit of weekend camping on our own. We've been primarily using Tracer, finding some new areas, getting out, but not more than 2.5 hours away from home. So we've been pretty good, and we haven't really been in contact with anybody. We did stay at one campground. It was like $15 a night. There was no communication to anybody. It was just leave your money in a tree hole, and the site was there, so it was pretty cool. And that was up in Princeton, so that was really neat. But other than that, that is primarily an update on what we, SA Survival, are up to this year. So please stay tuned. We haven't forgotten about you. It's just we've been trying to figure everything else out, just like you guys. So we are going to move off in about 3 weeks from this video. We are going to move off in around August 2020, and then we're going to see what we can find on a week's adventure, and then some day tripping. Anything else?
I don't think so until we start rolling on our adventure.
Sandra's going to be doing the cooking spots. We're going to try and get a bit of food going on there. We've been working with Dutch ovens and maybe some briquettes opposed to coals from the fire. It's because the briquettes seem to be doing a little bit better on top of the Dutch oven opposed to the coals. Other than that, I think it's more an energy consumption test.
A simple life holiday this year.
Yeah, inexpensive, don't travel too far. I think the max trip that we're doing is, it's 5 hours away from home. It is a BC provincial park that we're staying on. What the BC government has actually said to us this year is, go and explore your province. We are going to keep your British Columbia parks open for BC residents this year, so it gives you a chance to get out and about, because obviously you're not going to be flying or vacationing too far away from home. So that's what we're looking forward to.
A different holiday for us completely.
Yeah, exactly. Something fun though, we're going to hope. Hopefully there's not a fire ban this year. If there is, it is what it is. We'll take the propane burner. If there is no fire ban, then we are definitely going to be exploring ways to cook on the open fire as well. So thanks for watching this. Stay with us, stay tuned, and survive to be alive.
Bye for now.
Thank you. That's it. Done.